to be obeyed. We want our leaders to obey laws, and even to show us the lack of good faith. They're appointing an audit of public debt, usurping powers of the auditor general. So what we are saying in short, after I don't want to belabor this point. I join people that have spoken before me saying that talking stage is over. I want to join people that are saying that they can go ahead and talk on their behalf, talk about their political interest and how threatened they are, that now the youths are deplatforming them, and they are taking they always felt that the ones that had the monopoly of calling street protests, and they always felt like Baba always felt like he was the custodian of calling us to the streets. Now he feels he need to regroup with the political class. He can go ahead and do that. Baba has never been on our side. He is the same person who appointed Joho to be our lands minister. Had he won, we will not be different from this. So whether you voted for Baba or you voted for Ruto, this is not the time for us to blame each other. This is a time for us to regroup and say this, that we want to hold to be on the right side of history, to work together to ensure that the issues that we raised, if they need a list that we can draft for them, we write for them, we send for them, then they give us implementation matrices. We are not interested in any conversations because we've lived in this country, we've seen the reports before, have never been implemented. Then ours is not going to be special. Thank you so much, Afro, and congrats for the good work you're doing for the nation. When we take over the country from this despot someday, these loyal patriots that have stood by the side of the citizens, we are going to reward them in installments. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Abdul Rahim. Guys, the hashtag is Ruto must go. See the Jumbotron. We're talking about Lewis Ngunyi, who is the comrade who is being held by the Nanyuki DCI illegally. He has been detained. Guys, retweet that hashtag, retweet that tweet. Lewis, it's the one on the Jumbotron written by Epiphany. If you are in Nanyuki, please let's visit that police station and stand with them, stand with him. So let's show some love. Retweet. I'll pass the microphone to Steve Juma. Steve Juma, karibu kwenye mic.
Yeah, asante bro. Good morning all. Thank you, and I'll share a couple of my views in regards to our country now. I speak at the position of a Kenyan journalist who have covered some of the issues that are now being addressed. But currently I'm inactive, doing other things. Now, I was really shocked yesterday when former Premier came out to purport that he agrees to dialogue. My first question was, who is he when it comes to this revolution? I believe Raila Odinga and the all characters that were in the same picture have been in this country for quite some time.
No?
And they have been seeing. Somebody's talking.
Joey, please, I'll call upon you. Don't unmute your mic. Someone is speaking. Go ahead. Sorry, Steve.
Thank you. These people have seen our challenges in the past. These people they know the same issues we've been talking about. They all know them. What is dialogue at a time when people you want to dialogue with, people you want to interlock with, some of them are in custody. Some of them are in remands, fighting for what is genuine. They were arrested. Some were killed. There's no one talking about compensation. These are stories that you hear there and here. What are you compensating for a life lost? Some are still maimed, are in the hospitals. People are, their parents that have died. You remember the previous campaigns, previous protest. Everyone, majority of us was supporting Raila's mandamanos. People were killed. What happened later? Raila's daughter given some job. Kalonzo's son given some job. At whose interest? So we've gone on the streets in the before. These people, Raila is doing business with us. And I will say that unapologetically. Raila has been doing business with us. And now leave us alone. We didn't tell you, we didn't invite you on matters of millennials and Gen Zs. We've been asking you these things. Why are you going behind the curtain and purport to be representing us? We don't need your services now. Sit back, relax. Let us now do it our own way. This morning, I've seen some leaders. I don't know whether they are leaders or they are some crook somewhere called Pokot leaders. Now cursing those who are funding peaceful protest. I don't understand, and with a lot of respect, I've read the history of Kenya. I've not seen anywhere where Pokot took front stage in defending this country. History might judge me differently, but I will say they have their own problem. They should cast the castle rasters. We are not in the business of buying firearms and selling them. So they should keep off if they cannot say anything. I know cowards have ways of coming on front line to redeem themselves. We don't want to listen to such voices. Let us shut our ears from those nonsensical debates of who funds the protest or do what. We're in peaceful protest. Furthermore, I know there are lawyers here. I know there are the legal minds here. I don't think it's a crime even if you were to fund a peaceful protest, because you're not funding them with firearm. You're just supporting their logistics. A peaceful protest. I saw another character called Farah Maalim, who purports to be speaking on behalf of Kenyan children or speaking for president. That guy, and I will end it that the guy share the same ideologies with the Al-Shabaab. Moving forward, we've had people talking about bad governance, why resources are not getting on the ground. Please, there's a bill that has been passed or yet to be passed, conflict of interest. That thing should be down as soon as tomorrow. Let me tell you what happens. I've worked closely with these governments, county governments. You people wonder why there are pending bills. You people wonder why someone is not paid, why there are no jobs in these counties. Do you know what happened? Some of these leaders are installed. I've had a brother of mine here saying that, you see, president is friend to Murkomen, Murkomen is friend. Yes, you are right. Some of these leaders are installed. Wewe unapiga kelele huko kando, oh, we will vote for who and who, but they are finances who have stolen. I will tell you, when you saw what happened when Raila got much support sometimes back, and you could see Mara Mount Kenya businessmen supporting Raila. You could see all those things that were happening at Capitol Hills. And we I don't know, you call it sanitization process. All that thing that will happen there. People are defending their interest. People have done crude things. So the only way to remain afloat is to ensure that whoever takes power doesn't interfere with them. And that is why they install leaders to these positions. You will never be paid. These people install these people in offices in order even to get further business. Mtu anaambia governor, and I'm happy Governor Wavinya was here, kwamba mimi nitakupatia gari, magari zako zote mimi nitaweka mafuta wakati ya campaign. And he's not asking for anything at that particular time. Mwingine pia anamwambia pale, sorry, I don't know whether that is an alarm for me or what.
Yeah. Be landing points.
Kindly give me a minute. So these people will always go back to the governors they have installed, the MCAs they have installed, the president they have installed and demand back their monies. And you will find a governor sitting in an office paying the debt that he owes people. Tulileta speaker kwa nini yako, kijana yangu ndio huyu, ule amesoma, patie kazi ya CC, pay chief officers. You will never see all those things. Now, because I think my time is limited, all I can say, let us continue with this debate and let now reach down to people who cannot access internet services, because ni stories za jaba. Wakina wale wanasema anaweka wifi, hakuna wifi popote Kenya. So let's reach out to people who cannot access this social media platform or these spaces. Let's share these ideologies. Let's maintain the momentum, and let us not allow any old guard or old boys ahead of us. Revolution is on. We will go and we reach to our final destination. Thank you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Once again, guys, the tweet on the Jumbotron here on the Nest. Guys, we are over 1,000 in this group. We have less than 10 retweets. We're trying to get Lewis out of prison, a fellow comrade. Guys, let us all retweet that tweet. Let us put some noise. They have to free him. He's being detained illegally. Let's make some noise for that. Anyway, passing the microphone to Elijah. Karibu kwenye mic, comrade. Opposition.
Asante Afrocentric. I was actually about to call you pale nyuma ya tent. I usually drop when you call my name. I don't know why. That said, I just want to echo the words of my brother 6,000. Actually, I want us to talk more of our Thursday and Tuesdays, because you remember what we have been doing lately. We seem kind of deviating from our, our cause, and that's why you can see Murkomen everywhere, going to this station, going to that station, because they know that we are kind of losing focus. But of course, I understand the bigger pictures that you're talking about. But again, I will say that, can we kindly close to that bridge when we get there? For now, can we kindly talk more of our, our Tuesday, Thursday demonstrations? Because actually, after what they did yesterday, I was actually expecting us to talk more of sending strong signal to them tomorrow, so that they can understand that we are not where they are, because they know our issues. Why do we dialogue? Why do we dialogue with? Actually, after that, I sent Baba a message telling him that, look, we have been respecting your stand, but now I think you don't know what you're doing. These are our demands, in case you didn't have them. And actually, I shared some of them, because what you have been sharing, I shared via WhatsApp, and I saw the message. So I think after that, actually, I saw this Philip Itele having space, trying to sanitize Baba. Baba was not for that, and all that. And then I realized that Baba, realized he messed up, and then he's trying to send people to come. So what I'm saying is that, guys, what we were doing, actually, it had more power, because these guys, they are kind of afraid of us when you go to the streets. Can you kind of talk more of going to the streets? Because that's what message that they understand. By doing so, we'll be having something, showing them our demands. That's, guys, we need so and so to, to resign. We need you to dissolve the cabinet. We don't need CDF, because that's where the problem is. I shall see this and again and again. The problem also that we have, the reason why we do have legislation in this country is because the MPs, they have CDF. And they know that they bribe people, they bribe primary teachers, uko ushago, they bribe sub-chief, they bribe chiefs. Na wale tuko na sauti tofauti, we can't be heard because they wanatunyamazisha. So what I'm saying is that, can we push more of these things? Because I'm telling you for free that if today CDF imetolewa, hawa mbunge tutakuwa tumewatoa nguvu kabisa, hawatakuwa na pumzi, because they have nothing to blackmail us. They have nothing. So the money that they're getting, guys, is a lot of billions. I was doing my calculations yesterday after knowing that also the women rep, they have bursary, president have bursary. That accounts to how many billions? Almost 80 billions. That money can be channeled to our high schools, and then education in a free. Why do we need CDF for? So guys, can we kindly, talk more of going to the street again? Hata kama basi tunasema tuko busy, we can still say, guys, on Thursdays tutoke kwa street. This is the only language that the people wanna understand. Jana nilikuwa na watch Ruto bwana, amechanganyikiwa. The guy is turning blacker. black, because he has no power. Guys, let us talk more of Thursday and Tuesdays. I think that will help us, because wao tukija hapa hivi kwa online, hawa watu ni wakora, hawaelewi, so they are happy. Me, I'm ready. I should leave I have 2 sons. I should leave them here and tell their mother, guys, if I come, fine. If I don't come, tell my boys that I was fighting for better Kenya. You guys, I was fighting for better Kenya. So I'm disappointed to see us now. We are not talking of Tuesday and Thursdays. Guys, let us talk more of this, because this is what we want. They know what we want. We want them to dissolve the cabinet. We want them to disband the CBF. We want them to do, we don't want the political appointees, because that's where the problem is. So guys, let us focus. Let us fight. Let us fight for what is rightfully ours. Can we kindly see if tomorrow we'll be having this thing? Kwa sababu kesho mimi nitakuwa pale saa 3, if you guys will agree. So kindly let us talk more of tomorrow, our demonstrations. Hawa watu tulikuwa tumewa disorient, but now we are kind of talking more of kwa online. Mimi sipendi online sana. So thank you guys for giving us the platform. Let us focus more on our demonstrations. Believe you me, we are going to win this thing. Thank you very much for the mic.
Thank you so much, Elijah. Great emphasis there on Tuesdays, IBC Tuesdays and Ruto Thursdays. Guys, remember, every Thursday we're out on the streets. Tuna occupy everywhere, pia Tuesday. So guys, kesho asubuhi tutakuwa hapa, encouraging everyone, let's get out. Let's bring the nation to a standstill. We must have good governance. We must have the country that we deserve. Let me give the microphone to Generation Z. Johnny Canty, are you there? John Canty.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Good morning, criminals. Good morning, my fellow Uber guys. Good morning. Now, are you getting me, Afro?
Yes, we are.
Good. Let me start by clarifying some few things here. As Gen Z, we are actually partless, leaderless, faceless. We are actually fearless. Why do we say all these things? Fearless, formless, faceless. The government, or to be specific, Ruto, understands the politics of the day. He understands that putting us into normal structures, it will define us. When we are defined by normal structures of leadership here and there, all of us will be weakened. We will be weak. But when we are leaderless, we are actually, like every one of us is a leader, we are being united by an idea whose time has come. The ideas that we have is what actually drives us, is our propelling force, is the leader behind us. So, like you remember, rejecting the finance bill was our leader the last time we were in the streets. Today, as we speak, we must actually remain leaderless, but identify those ideas that are going to unite us, ideas that we are going to push forward. What ideas do we want? Right now, guys, people might think that we've lost focus, but we have not. When you see a ram going backwards, you may think it is fearing, but it is coming back to hit you. So when we are retreating, we are not surrendering. We are saying no retreat, no surrender. We are formless. Some speakers have spoken about being, probably they can be taken down, they can be killed, they can be maimed. Afro, yourself, you've actually said that this thing must continue, whether you are there, you are not. We don't have leaders. And as much as we say that we are united by an idea, any person who goes down by any chance, if they go down, another one pops up. So we are here and we are going to achieve what we want to achieve, because right now our ideas should be how to bring down this government step by step. How do we do this? First of all, I want to say thank you very much. Yesterday, President Ruto signed that IBC bill. Right now, we are going to get IBC in place. It is through IBC that we can be able to actually recall those years MPs, the people who are supposed to represent us, who are representing Ruto and his interest. We can actually start by making the king remain naked. If we leave Ruto naked without people surrounding him, supporting him, as we recall, we replace. We recall, we replace. We will change these the laws pole pole until we are there. How are we gonna do this? We're gonna do this before 2027. It is achievable, guys. It's just that we have to remain focused. We are saying that we are tribeless. That is what is uniting Anand youth to rise up against bad government governance by Governor Sir. It is the same thing that is uniting the youth. Somebody please put off your mic. It is the same thing that is uniting Washingishu youths to stand against the Finland scandal. You know, the leadership in this country is rotten, both in opposition and in the government, to the extent that I cannot see one good leader who can stand when this thing sweeps everyone down the ocean. I want us to say this, and I'm very particular. If we remain tribeless, people are going to see the leaders for who they are. If you remain tribeless, you are going to see that when Raila Odinga goes and shakes the hands of Moi, goes and shakes the hand of Kibaki, goes and shakes the hand of Uhuru, goes and shakes the hand of Ruto. And then what are they fighting for? Look at, for example, Homa Bay Town MP, Peter Kaluma. What is he tweeting right now? He's speaking, he's actually postulating how Ruto is supposed, because they have talked with Raila, how he's supposed to change this government and involve more people in this government, give them positions from opposition and all that. Give me a minute. So please, guys, let us be united by the idea. Let us press on. When we press on, let me tell you guys, I have enough intelligence to tell me that the police are getting fed up. The army is actually fed up. Everybody, the security apparatus is using are already fed up. At the right time, today, if you went to the streets, only some few excited cop killers can actually go there and try to shoot. Right now, the police are actually getting it into their head that what we are doing, we are fighting for them, we are fighting for everybody, we are fighting for a better future. And today, if we go to the streets, they are going to protect us. The army will not shoot you when you are not armed. So let us do our thing. Let us pressure. We cannot stay still while people like Linturi are still in office. We cannot stay still while people like Murukomen are still telling us that they are wearing a watch worth 900,000. What shit is that, by the way? Guys, we cannot sit still while Nakumincha here is unqualified and cannot actually pay interns, people who have gone to school. We cannot stay still. We are going on to press on. We are going to bring this country to a standstill. We are not going to destroy. We are going to be peaceful, but we are going to occupy and stop everything from moving. Let's see how long the president will hold on. Let us see how long he can be able to persevere and watch us as we bring this country to a standstill. Don't steal, don't destroy property, because those are properties of our parents, those are properties of our own relatives and friends. They are our own properties. Let us occupy the streets. You don't have to go to state house. You don't have to go to parliament so that they can have an excuse to shoot you because it's a protected area. Let's occupy Nairobi. We stop even a full day of movement in Thika Road. I'm telling you guys, business everybody is going to turn against this government. The business community is going to be fed up. Everybody is going to be fed up. And after that, Ruto must go. Thank you very much, Afro.
Perfect submission. Ruto must go. Ruto must go. Occupy streets everywhere. I'm aligned with that call. Grace, are you finally on the microphone? Can you hear
Yes,
us?
yes.
You go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for your submissions, and I thank you for the good work you've been doing. I know it's not easy, but we have to work together. First, I want to point out that we should stop blaming each other. Kama mtu amekosa, akwe corrected, we move forward. We should not allow our leaders to divide us at this particular moment that we want the best for our nation. We should not allow anybody to divide us. That is number one. Number two, I'm not hearing anybody say occupy City Hall. You know, we cannot play with Nairobi. Nairobi is the capital city. Nairobi is where businesses go on than any other county. This is the county that collects the highest revenue in Kenya. This is the county also that carries the largest population in Kenya. So I want to hear those things you are complaining about. Sakaja must go. Let us retweet it. Sakaja must go. Let us occupy City Hall. Sakaja must go. Let us occupy each and every county where we want those leaders out, because there is a big problem. We cannot have a situation whereby money is being stolen from the national government, and the small money that has remained to the county also is stolen. So what remains for the common mananchi? And even yesterday, I got an opportunity to speak to a politician. They are not happy with whatever we are doing. I want to tell you for free, they are not happy. Because the ones that are there, they have formed a system whereby they are dealing with a system of stealing and stealing and stealing. And that is one thing we cannot allow. So we have to get the strategies. Number one strategy, we have to mobilize. Personally, I've even started mobilizing people to take votes, because we are not going to wait for 2027. We are doing it now. It's now or never. So we are going to let us start educating people on the importance of taking votes, of taking the ID, and especially the youth, because we carry the largest population. So if we decide that this is what we want, we will get what we want. Now, that is number one. Number two, ongeni na parents, ongeni na watu wenye wako karibu na nyinyi to stop. Don't give those politicians platform to speak to people. They have nothing to say to us. So I don't understand why people are still listening to people like Murkomen. Me, I don't even listen. In fact, when I saw that on television, that people are he's trying to speak to people, I did not even switch my TV on to listen. I don't want to listen to him. I don't want to. I want him out of the office, nothing more. So strategy number one, we've said that the IBC have been constituted. So what do we do right now? The next way forward is to recall MPs that we don't want, so that we shake this government. And I tell you, if we recall even 4 MPs and they have gone home, this government will know that we are not joking with them. Because the next, it will be Ruto must go. I don't know why people are talking of 2027. For what? These people should fucking leave those offices. They are not working, so they should leave. So we should let us mobilize right now and ask people to go, waende wachukue kura. When you wako na ID size, endeni mchukue kura. We want to recall those MPs so that they go home. Secondly, we want to occupy every ministry, every county that is not, we are feeling they are not doing a good job. Starting with Nairobi, we have to occupy those places and tell them we don't like what they're doing and we don't want them in office. Last but not least, like I said, we should be talking to people. Engage also your parents, because I heard even about that politician talking yesterday, and it was like, tuko na wamama, sisi ndo MCAs tuko kwa ground, sisi ndio MPs tuko kwa ground, na wanasema we can divide you people, and that is not what we want. So we should also find a way. We have to make a movement where we talk to each and every person, educate each and every person so that we have a good strategy of pushing this government out of office. Lastly, I want to speak to the youths. We have this power and we have energy. If we can even, we can stand in the streets there the whole day. It means we have energy. These people don't have energy. Our energy, the kind of energy we have. And we don't know how powerful we are. We have the numbers and we have the energy that we need. Let us use our energy to fight for what we want for our people. Let us use our energy to occupy everywhere. I was so disappointed yesterday. I didn't see anybody in the street. We should have a purpose and we should finish whatever we started. Ruto must go. That is the motto. He is leaving. Not anytime, not 2027, now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Ruto must go. That is the clarion call. The Jumbotron, free Lewis. Guys, in terms of difficulty, we don't remember the words of our enemies. It's the silence of our friends that hurts the most. The silence of comrades. Please do not be complacent. Do not be silent. Retweet that our friend, comrade Lewis Ngunyi can be released. He was abducted and is being held in a Nyuki. We have over 1,000 people on these spaces and the retweets are just 100. That means 900 of us are being complacent. Please, let's not be complacent with the injustice in this country. Let's make some noise. It's simple. Let's retweet and maybe we'll be able to get Lewis some freedom, get his freedom back. These are just basic values enshrined in our constitution that are being violated by this illegitimate regime. And that's why we are saying Ruto must go. Vivian, karibu kwenye mic ni yako.
Asante sana. Good morning, patriots. My name is Vivian. I am from Kisumu County, Afrocentric. This is the second time I am speaking on your space, and thank you so much for the opportunity. My thoughts. There are things that we have experienced in this country. I am not a Gen Z, as I keep on saying. I am a Gen X. And I also participated in the public participation for the Constitution when it started. I was a college student then. I have basically been in every possible protest that has happened in this country, specifically within Kisumu. In 2017, the second round of voting, we rallied doctors within Kisumu County and nurses to provide services for people who are going through police brutality over a period of 10 days. We have seen this government work. We have seen these people work. We have seen this group of politicians work. I don't want to call them leaders because they have ceased to be leaders. They have lost the vision of what they were fighting for. So 3 things that I would want to bring to light. 1, this corruption is not just in the national government. This corruption is everywhere. If you have sat in the county government's preparation for any important meeting in your region or county government, you will realize 2 things. 1 is that all the events are supported by stakeholders while they have budgets that are running to do those things. So where does that money go? That is one thing that we have to ask ourselves. Number 2, if you sit with people who work in these governments, the county governments, whether the national government or where it is, with this IFMIS, these people usually, at all ends and odds, have 2 books of accounts. The IFMIS does not work as it should. They have parallel accounting systems, which means that what is reported in your IFMIS that is given to Auditor General and what is actually paid out through other forms is not the same. Ask any contractor, ask any person who is doing business with the county government or with the national government, they will tell you that. Number 3, We have had so many commissions, so many. In fact, me, if somebody tells me about dialogue with the government, I don't want to hear. If somebody tells me do business with the government, I don't want to hear. Why? Because those are time buying tactics that will not lead us anywhere. They are trying to pacify the movement. They are trying to reduce the anger that Kenyans are having right now. And if we relent even 1 inch, it is going to bring us so many things in play. Ruto says that he is not into extrajudicial killings. The children that are being killed right now, the ones that are found in dams, the ones that are found in rivers, who is doing that? It is his government. I would like us to stay steadfast. I would like us to fight for this country. This country is for all of us. It is not for Luo, even though I am a Luo. It is not for Kikuyu, even though I am a Kikuyu. And the only language these people understand is the language of peaceful protest in those places. They don't know what to do with this. They don't know. They have no clue. They are tone deaf. They are listening but not understanding. And the more we push and push and push, that is when we get to where we are. It beats me how civic education is not part of our education system. People should know about the Constitution. People should know what it takes for you to be jailed for certain crimes. People should know what their rights are. How do you think our police and our utumishi kwa umma keep on? They keep on, especially people from Vitogolindini. They keep on taking advantage of those people. Why? Because our people are not educated. Our people are not aware of the law. So I am supporting anybody who is saying that we have to bring civil education to the villages. We have to bring it to our wards. We have to bring it to the spaces where we sit. We have to bring it to our bars. We have to bring it to our entertainment spots. Talk about these things. Let us educate each other and let us stand up for each other. Those are my submissions Afro Center for today. Thank you so much and keep on fighting, patriots.
Thank you very much, Vivian. That was brilliant. My name is Nkirote. I've been on the co-host section. I didn't say anything much. For now, let's give our speakers an opportunity to air their points. Okay, who's the next person? We have Nobaham. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this chance. I'm having a little flu, so my voice is not